Welcome to Eduauraa. I'm Rajvardhan Bordekar, your faculty for Environment and Ecology. Species richness talks about how many species. That means, suppose in a particular habitat there are 5 species, let's say of triangle, of square, of circle, of star and of dollar. Then species richness for that habitat is 5 because there are 5 different species living in that habitat. But problem with this species richness measure of biodiversity is that it do not take into account the proportion of different species living in habitat. That means in this case it only tells us about the different number of species living in a habitat, but it is not telling us about their relative proportion. And hence a better measure called as species evenness is used to measure biodiversity. Species evenness not only tells us about the number of species living in a particular habitat, but at the same time it also talks about the relative number of different species living in the same habitat. Because if we have information about the relative number of different species living in habitat, then we can take appropriate measure for a specific species. Let us take an example of an ecosystem wherein there are 5 different species of triangle, square, circle, star and dollar. Now, during our research with respect to species evenness, we have came across the result that the species of circle is in less proportion than the species of other organisms. Then we can take appropriate measures to conserve species of circle, and that is the importance of species evenness. So we can say that species evenness talks about the equality of proportion of each species within an area or a community.